For example 1, we already have it set up where there is a leading coefficient of 1, and the x squared and x terms are on one side of the equal sign, and the constant is on the other. So this is set up perfectly for completing the square. The first thing that we want to do is I'm just going to rewrite it so that I have a little bit of extra space after the 20x and before the equal sign, because I know I'm going to be adding something to both sides. So what are we going to add to both sides? We look at our b value, which is 20. We take 20 and we divide it by 2. We know that that's 10, and we square that value. 10 squared we know is 100. We want to complete the square by adding 100. But if you add 100 to the left side, you also have to add it to the right side. So then this allows us to factor this left side, x squared plus 20x plus 100. And since we completed a square, we know it's going to factor to a quantity squared. And as a reminder, it always factors to be something in the form x plus half of b squared. So in this case, it's going to be x plus, well, 20, half of that is 10. So x plus 10 squared equals negative 54 plus 100 is 46. And now we can just complete the problem by using square roots. So we can square root both sides since the squared quantity is isolated, and you need to remember to take the positive and negative square root. So we get x plus 10 equals positive or negative, we can just round it to the nearest hundredth, which is 6.78. And now we have two equations to solve. We need to figure out x plus 10 equals positive 6.78 and x plus 10 equals negative 6.78. So solving each of these, positive 6.78 minus 10 is going to be a negative 3.22. And negative 6.78 minus 10 is negative 16.78. So those are your two solutions for example 1.